setting proper objectives and making students aware of them. Right? Then again, what we had before concerning learning intentions, a very brief definition. Learning intentions are about what you are planning that the students will learn in the lesson or the series of lessons. Very simple. So when you are writing a lesson plan, for example, at the top, you are writing objectives. This is what I want the students to learn. So learning intentions is just a fancy name for that. This is what I need my students to learn, basically. So it's very literal in a way. And this is what I like about AFL. It's just, everything is really simple. The terms might look fancy, but once you break them down and you take them literally, they actually represent themselves. We move to the success criteria. And this is something that we had with Simon. And I'm sorry for those raising their hands. I'm going to give you the word in a minute. Success criteria are a selection of the most important things that the students need to demonstrate to show they have achieved the learning intention. So as Miriam said, the success criteria are linked to the learning intentions. So you're going to tell the students, this is what you need to learn. This is our objectives. This is our intention, right? But this is how the success, or this is how the intention should look like. This is how we should know that it's actually successful. Right? Then again, the success criteria are not something that you would develop only by yourself. You could include your students in that process. I find it a little bit difficult with lower level students, but when we talk about PhD or about master's students, it's very easy to discuss success criteria, and it's very easy to work together and make a way around them, and they would share, this is my objective, this is what I want to do, this is what success looks like, and then you could compile everything into a success criteria that is made in collaboration by the teacher and the student. Right? However, it's also doable with lower level students. However, you're going to have to code switch most of the time, because when you speak to someone who can't speak English, they're going to be speaking, for example, in French. Once they do that, you're going to say, oh, our first objective, how we could speak simple English. How can we switch from French or Arabic into speaking very simple English? That would be the major intention. Then again, what is the success criteria? How should it look? You would say maybe, I don't know, maybe in 2 months or so, or maybe during the first term, you got move to English. You're not going to be speaking French or Arabic in class anymore. You might struggle. It might look hard, but a major component in knowing if this is successful or not is the fact that the student would speak in English, regardless of how the language is, regardless of their pronunciation, regardless of the vocabulary, regardless of a lot of things. They might even use French words and think that they're English, which is completely fine. As long as you've achieved the objective or the intention that the students would switch to English, no matter how simple it is, the most important thing that they would do that. Then again, the success criteria answers one major question. What am I looking for? By the end, what am I looking for? How should the success look like at the end of the journey? All right. So putting everything together again, learning intentions are about setting the objectives. Again, we say in Arabic, إنما الأعمال بالنيات. You cannot work on whatever you're working on in life without having intentions and without having objectives. So that's the first step. Once that is good, once that is set, you would say, this is my intention, this is my objective, this is how it's going to look in 1 week, this is how it's going to look in 1 month. And these are the criteria that I need to see visible through the process. Right? So they're very, very linked to each other.